ready? You ready? You ready? Take one.
Hi, this is Bgirl Terra.
Hi, this is Bgirl Eddie.
Welcome to What's Your Style?
What's your flavour?
And today's special guest is...
Bgirl Ashley Banjo. No, I'm joking. Ashley Banjo.
You said Bgirl.
I know, Bgirl, innit? You said Bgirl, you said Bgirl. I wanted to be in the gang. I wanted to be in the gang, man.
B-girl, it has to be B-boy.
Yeah, I know, but I wanted to be in the gang, Terra. Ashley Banjo. Bang.
So, Ashley, could you please tell us about your dance style?
My dance style, that's a really hard question because I feel like the name of obviously the group Diversity is probably the best way to sum up like my style. For years, like I've kind of learned from different people in different ways, different dance styles, different kind of entertainment styles, and our thing now is just like a big mashup of everything I love, and I think that's really important to keep like an open mind and be individual. Like don't look at someone else and say, oh, I want to be like them. Be you. You know what I mean?
What would you say your favourite dance style is?
Okay, my favourite dance style. What you mean, like within street dance, or like? Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Here's one for you then: to watch or to do, because they're different. Like I've got.
Do you watch and then?
All right. Cool. Okay. Here we go. So, I love watching house.
Yeah.
I hate doing it because I'm rubbish at it, but I love watching house. Like, like when house dancers dance, they're like just so free and so groovy and just enjoying the music. I feel like it's not all about blow ups with them either. Like they kind of when they dance, like one of my favourite dancers is Frankie J. And and when he dances, I watch him and I feel like I could watch him for 15 minutes just dance. Love it. He's a sick dancer. And my favourite style to do, probably it might even be breaking. You know, like just I know I'm a giant, but it's just I love how rewarding it is. Like I just love kind of like dancing. And when you do hit something, and when you kind of see people dancing around you, or you see people battling, or you're kind of involved, I just love how it feels, kind of like dancing in that way. So yeah, probably your style.
What's your favourite colour?
My favourite colour, probably blue.
That's why.
Oh really?
Why blue?
Because when I was younger, me and my brother were bald, and then my dad gave us both a colour when we were younger. So my brother was red and I was blue.
Oh.
Yeah.
What would you say your favourite food is?
My favourite food? Pizza. Yeah, pizza, definitely. What's your favourite type of pizza?
We like ours with chicken or tuna with pineapple.
Whoa, tuna with pineapple.
Yeah.
You guys are weird. You can't put tuna and pineapple on the same pizza, guys.
You can.
You can't. All right, I'll try it. Before the end of tour, we'll try tuna and pineapple on the same pizza, and I'll give you my verdict. It's going to be bad though, just let you know.
What's one of your biggest accomplishments besides BGT?
Besides BGT? I think. All right, it's going to get a bit deep here, but I think my biggest accomplishment besides BGT is being able to. It's a bit like you guys, you know. Like imagine you guys dance, right? You go around the world and you do what you love to do, but you do it with your sister and your dad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So for me, it's being able to do what I love to do with the people that I love the most every day. Because most people have a job, whereas like my job is to be able to do that, is to be able to go around the world and dance and entertain, but also do it with my family. So like I feel like as you get older, you guys will find out, like you'll have a choice where you go, oh, what am I going to do for a living, and how am I going to what am I going to do for the rest of my life? And I hope, and I know you will, and I hope you guys can stay together and kind of have that luxury of kind of going forward and dancing and doing what you love to do with each other, because that for me is my biggest accomplishment, because it's not easy to kind of keep everyone together. It's like it'd be really easy for people to go off on different paths, but no, we work hard, and yeah, we're still here.
Wow. So in life, it can be any type of dancing.
Yep.
You usually do that. There has to be a mess up like in your life, like you've done something wrong. So what's the funniest mess up you've done?
Too many. Okay, yeah. All right. I was dancing once, And I came on and I was wearing trousers that were just way too tight. And I'm like, and I dropped like, boom, in the freeze. I'm only halfway through the routine, but my trousers ripped from knee to knee. So I've got it, they're just flapping open. And now I'm like, what do I do? Do I go off or do I stay on? And I stayed on. And I'm not going to tell you what happened after that, but let me just say that it wasn't good. My trousers were ripped. And the audience had a great show that day. It's not good, guys. It's not good. Yeah, I would have. I wanted to, but imagine this. Imagine you're going to go do the side tuck off the back, and then Eddie's not there. So I was like, I was meant to be the back at one point. So I was like, I've got to stay on. So there I am, ripped trousers. Horrible, horrible.
Who's your favourite diversity member?
My favourite. If I don't say my brother, Jordan, he'll kill me. So Jordan, because he's my brother, but not really. You know what I mean? One of them ones, like Jordan, but not Jordan. Yeah.
It's Terra. Anything you say? You lot. Kill it.
What's your like favourite place that you've been to? It could be in the country or.
My favourite place. That's a good question.
It could be anywhere.
All right. Do you know what? I'll be honest. I've been to so many nice places, so many not nice places, but every time I come back to London, I always go, wow, like this is like our hometown, and I love London. Like we're in London now, and even just, you know, obviously I grew up around London, but just London, like if you ever walk around London and then look around at like the buildings and just, I love London. So probably London. I know it's like right here, and it's not very exotic, but London.
Sometimes you actually miss home when you go somewhere.
Yeah.
Like you want to go there, but then when like it's finished, you want to be like, I want to go home.
Definitely, and then when you get home, you go, oh, that's why I love home. Exactly.
That's a nice feeling.
Do you have a signature move, and if yes, could you show us?
Signature move. Okay. Let me think.
Like it could be favourite or.
Yeah. Oh, you know the one, didn't it?
Which one?
No, I'm joking. We need to name it, innit? What should we name it? Eddie, Terra, Ash. Oh no, that's going to be rubbish. I'm not even going to say the Terrash, the Editorash, Editorash. No, do you know what? In all seriousness, no, I kind of feel to myself, my signature move, it's not so much a move. I feel like if you watch Diversity, you know you're watching Diversity. Like we've got quite a signature style in a way. Like I don't really know how to describe it, but I feel that for me, my strongest thing has always been like my brain, like how I think about things and how I put things together, as opposed to like the actual moves itself. Like I know a ton of better dancers than me, but what I like to do is then look at a dancer's strength or look at what somebody does well and go, why don't you try this? Like find the best way to present it. Do you know what I mean? Like that's kind of exactly, and improve people and work with people. So in a way, I don't even feel like my biggest strength is dancing. Like my thing, my signature thing, if you like, is building people up and being able to present things in a way that really makes people say wow and be entertained. Do you know what I mean? Obviously when I do that a lot with my own dancing, but I probably prefer doing it with other people more than I like doing it for myself. Do you know what I mean?
Who inspires you? Like it could be anybody, or it could be more than more people.
Who inspires me? Again, good question. So there's obvious answers, like one of my biggest inspirations growing up was Michael Jackson.
Yeah, Michael Jackson.
You know what I mean?
Do that.
Oh, come on. He's sick, and he's a genius, man. Like the way he thinks about things, the way he puts things together, writes music, directs his shows. Like he just creates a moment, like a whole moment. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, obviously there's people like Michael Jackson. Then there was people like even like Justin Timberlake and Usher growing up. And oh my God, 1 minute. Have you guys seen You Got Served?
A bit of it.
When the first,
See, that's mad.
Is it Omarion?
Yeah. So you guys are so young, yeah, that when that film came out, I remember You Got Served, like changed up my whole life. I was like, oh my God, this film's sick. Yeah. But then if I'm honest, now, the biggest inspirations for me are people like you guys, people who are humble, skillful, and always open to learn. Do you know what I mean? Always being appreciative, because I look at those people and I go, wow, like I want to be more like that. And I look at you guys, and I look at your age, and I look at your skill set and what you've accomplished already. And you could have the biggest egos, and you could be like, oh yeah, whatever, we're better than everybody else. But you're not. You're willing to learn. You're willing to talk. We've been working together for weeks, and you guys are keeping your eyes open. You watch every show. And that's why you're so good. And that's what inspires me nowadays. It makes you guys make me want to be better. Do you know what I mean? So that's what I love.
Thank you. Like, adding on to that question, like, what inspired you to dance?
Inspired me to dance.
Or who?
Yeah. Like dancing. I'm lucky that my family kind of has always been around dance. Like I never really started. It was just part of my life. Yeah, exactly. Like I never, like if someone said, "Oh, when did you start?" Like I can give an age. I was probably about 5, but even How old? Yeah, but how old were you guys when you started?
1.
3 and 1.
1. You didn't start dancing. You start dancing at 1.
I did like things, and I know how to do headstand, and I used to go on the floor and do that.
That is mad. And how old were you, Eddie?
3.
3.
Yeah.
See, gosh, see, that's what I mean. Like, so
You're really good at 3.
You good at?
She was like really good.
Really?
That.
Really, at 3?
Yeah, she was really good.
That is crazy. But that's what I mean. Like I didn't really start. I kind of was dancing was always exactly. I brought up around it. I brought up around doing things. And my mum and dad, like my mum was a ballerina.
Really?
You couldn't tell.
Yeah, she trained at the Royal Ballet. So she was like our first teacher, and we started doing ballet and kind of like tap and stuff.
I love tap.
Yeah.
I like how they make the music.
Trust. Do you know what? I always said that if I could learn one style, learn it from scratch right now, it would be tap.
Yeah.
Because I feel to myself like other dances, they kind of not deteriorate, but they rely a lot on your physicality. But tap, like I know tap dancers who are 75 and they're still sick. So like I love the idea of being like an old man in my tap shoes, being like, I love it.
Like, how did you come up with the Ignite tour?
The Ignite tour. So the idea around the Ignite tour was, the word ignite for me was about what's inside yourself. So there's a lot of people who, they live day to day and they do what they need to do, not what they want to do. And I wanted people to come to this show and hopefully like ignite that thing inside them that says, you know what, like fair enough, I could earn this amount of money doing my job, or I could earn half that amount of money but do something that I love. And I would prefer to live my life earning half the wage but enjoying every day. You know what I mean? So like for me, that's all about passion and all about that fire inside that you ignite when you find something you love. So yeah, basically the idea behind it was ignite the passion inside yourself and achieve whatever you want to achieve. And then obviously now we're here in a circus and everyone's doing crazy stuff. And you know what I mean? And so that's kind of how I came up with the idea.
Thank you very much.
Anytime.
Could you please tell us what's your style and what's your flavour?
What's my style and what's my flavour? Okay, let's have a think about this. I would say that my style is sponge. I don't know what that is, but that just means soak it up. It means keep your eyes and your mind open and never box yourself into one thing. And my flavour is me. You know what I mean? My style is sponge and my flavour is me. And no one will ever be better than me at being me. No one will ever beat me in my style because it's me. You know what I'm trying to say? So that's the way I think you should be.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Anytime, girls. Peace!